Today's walk's a little different, sort of like one of those curiosity killed the cat. The other night on the news they had a story about Douglas Creek over in Mount Douglas Park, and they showed a bridge that I've never seen before. All the times I've walked in Mount Doug Park, I've never seen this before. I've looked at the Salmon Creek before and I couldn't believe that there ever salmon in it, but today I'm going to explore it a little bit more, because the story they had on the news was so interesting about all the volunteers and that bringing the salmon back to this creek. See if we can find this bridge. I have no idea where it is, so let's go have a look. All right, here we are at Mount Doug Park. Beautiful today too. Now this is the trail that goes down to the ocean, and this is the only part of the creek I've ever seen down here is on this part of the trail. And I'll show you the sign down here. It talks about the creek. And then we're going to backtrack the creek to see if we can find this bridge. And they were throwing dead salmon carcasses into the creek, and I'll tell you about that once we find that. So let's just go have a look at the sign here. Then we're going to backtrack and see if we can find this bridge. As you can see, this is the sign that says salmon spawning habitat, and there's so little water in this creek I don't know how it would ever be able to carry salmon. But we had such a drought last year, and we're going through a drought right now in January too. Had very little rain, and the creek has not got a lot of water in it. So let's go see if we can figure this mystery out. The trail I walk down to is the one that goes down to the beach, so we got to go back up and over on the other side, follow the creek up till we come to a bridge up in here somewhere on the other side of Ash Road. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a trail over there. Now this is what I was telling you about, how they're throwing dead salmon back into the creek to put nutrients back in to the creek so the new salmon fry can survive. Douglas Creek has not got a lot of water flow at the best of times, so in October, if you don't get the rains when the salmon are returning, I can't see how they could possibly make it up the creek. But the ones that they've planted in here now, they put eggs, fertilized eggs into the creek, and once they hatch, the small fry, they'll be all right in the creek. And once they get to the sea, hopefully 4 years from now when they return, there's enough water that they can make it back up to the spawning grounds up here by the bridge, if we can find it. So I'm just heading back towards Ash Road now on a trail to see if I can get through to see where they threw the carcasses. Oh, it's beautiful in here this morning. Sun's just a-shining. Wow. Yeah, the creek's down here somewhere. We'll just wander back up across Ash Road. It's down there. Not much water in it. Found this trail heading down to the creek here, so I thought I'd just wander down here and have a look, because it looks like there is some spawning beds down here. Wow. Whoa, steep. Okay. Well, I must say this is a part of the Mount Doug Park I've never been to before, and that's too bad because it's just beautiful down here. Crystal clear water. This would be a good spawning area. I imagine this is one of the spots where they placed the fertilized eggs. And as you can see, it was a pretty good hike down here, so I'll get back up on top and see if we can find where this bridge is. Whew, that was quite a hill. Here's Ash Road up ahead. Let's see if we can pick up the trail on the other side. Yeah, I can see the creek way down there meandering through the forest. Wow, no idea this was here. Morning.
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 You know, it's really kind of neat to see trails you've never been on before after walking this island for so many years. And this is so close to my home, and I've been into this park dozens of times just in the last few years. I had no idea. It's great to get out and explore, isn't it? Oh, it's really opening up into something here. This is just beautiful. This is what I was saying. They put all these dead salmon carcasses in here. These salmon came up Gold Stream to the hatchery there, and the hatchery people took the eggs out and froze them so they could come here. If you look very carefully down there, it's hard to see. I'll see if I can get a better picture if I can zoom in. All the fertilized salmon eggs that have been left in the creek. So the nutrients from these rotting bodies are going to feed the little ones when they hatch. It's really worth coming to have a look. It's going to be interesting in the springtime to see the little ones in the creek. There, you can see the eggs. And these eggs have all been fertilized, so they'll all hatch. Or most of them will if the birds don't get them. So that should help the creek. That pond there has just got over 1.75 feet of water in it. I've never seen it much higher than this. Well, now that I've come across the bridge, I guess I'll just walk up this trail a little farther and see where it goes. I'll have to admit that back by the creek there is a little bit of an odor in the air now. It kind of smells something like if you took a wet, moldy sweat sock, filled it full of tuna, and threw it in the back of your closet for about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, you can definitely smell the fish now. Let's carry on this trail. Well, that's nice. So this way you can go to Shelburne Street. This way you can go back to Ash Road, and that's the one I came in on, so I can take a different trail back. That's always a plus, not having to backtrack. Morning.
Hi.
I must say, this trail is much more open than the other one I walked up. It's just gorgeous in here. Hear the birds? Maybe not. I'm back to Ash Road. Wait my turn here. Someone actually stopped at the crosswalk. Thank you. Can't believe how nice it is. This is supposed to be the last really nice day we're going to have for a while. Looks like it's going to get a little bit of rain, which we really need. And even a week from now, if they don't change it, it's supposed to be a snow day. Don't believe it, but it can happen. We'll walk back to the other trail, and then I think that'll be it. We're back on the other side now, heading back down towards the parking lot. So I found that very interesting. I hope you did too. Maybe even educational. I don't know. So show of hands, how many people have lived here all their life and never been up there to that bridge? That was surprising. I'm so glad that story was on the news the other night, so I had a chance to take everyone along with me to go check it out. You never know what you're going to see, do you? Whoa, like this. That's just the most interesting stump. That was a big old tree, that one. There are just so many people over here in the park today. They've got a couple, I guess, school tour groups over here. Lots of children. Lots of cars. The other thing about Mount Dog Park, if you need to charge your car, what a great place to plug it in and spend about 3 hours wandering around here. And they have washrooms here too, heated. Oh, they're lovely washrooms, so that's another big plus about this park. So, I guess that's it for me for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. I did. I enjoyed bringing it to you. So get out there and explore these places, and by all means, stay safe, especially when you walk down a steep hill to a creek. Could be disastrous. Bye for now.